No. The thing is, physicists actually know what we're doing.
Whoa. We're called medicine class, yes.
Yep.
I also have a. Wait, are we setting up a different experiment in here? Oh wait, the experiment's right there. I'm stupid.
Oh my god, if this is the error, I would fucking fix it.
Finance is never acceptable across.
You know where I come from? Where are you from, Wakas? I haven't been reminded in a long while. Where are you from? Alabama. Rubber band man.
You're from. Wait, Wakas, where are you from?
And then he decided to go to the only place in the world more violent than Pakistan, Detroit. Hell yeah, from the hood, bro.
That was somehow the whitest thing I've ever heard. Somehow, Wakas, as a Pakistani man who lived in Detroit, you still managed to produce the whitest sentence I've ever heard. I want you to be proud of that one.
I'm a rubber band man. Mine is the Taliban. 9 in my right, 45 in my other hand.
Is this a song you sing to get you through the non-eating hours of Ramadan? Or the fasting hours, as they're also known? Is that an idiot?
Yeah. The non-eating. When the sun is out, you mean?
Yeah. When it's Ramadan and you wake up and you see that light outside, you just go, oh shit.
Yeah. I love that Ramadan always falls during finals, so even though I'm not Muslim, I get the same email from the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs every spring. Instructors need to accommodate the religious whatever of the students, and you go, yeah, no shit. Like, of course, like, I don't think we need to be reminded every year that, like, if students have religious obligations, that should be respected. I don't think that's, like, world, breaking news every May.
You know there are instructors who would say, oh, I didn't see it in time, so I'm not going to do it.
What? I've never heard of Ramadan. Yeah, I know. Apparently it's like a blowing up fact on TikTok. Every freaking body's trying to do Ramadan stuff.
I've long since realized TikTok is not worth caring about.
I don't even have TikTok. Really? I just have to say, I know that this is going to move me away from Gen Z and move me toward millennials. TikTok will never be Vine.
In terms of the quality of content?
Never.
I 100% agree.
TikTok will never be Vine.
TikTok.
There's a guy who went to my high school who had who had 1 billion views.
What was his name?
On Regal Jet.
Very cool. Tomorrow I'm going to buy one of those boosted boards in San Francisco. Like I'm going to buy something off Facebook Marketplace. And the guys me paying cash, and I originally said yes. I'm like, and I realized that's the stupidest thing. Saying somebody, I'm gonna be there with $600 in cash at this location in the middle of the city, and I don't know you.
Yeah,
that's just the rest. So I said no, but then I realized I was gonna Venmo him. He agreed to that. We can't even Venmo enough to pay for the thing, so I'm gonna fucking I gotta bring half of it in cash, half of it in not cash, or half of it in Venmo. Okay, Eric, both the things are there.
Okay, I will come and set that up. I am seconds away from finishing this.
So excited for that, Eric.
For me, it's for there to be no more drill noises.
Oh, I don't know. It's just... Why does YouTube Creative Studio just not like me today? Yes, man, I get that you're going live. Now, do you want to fucking go live, or are we going to sit here all day? I don't know how you fast for a whole day with us.
Not even the way that Ramadan works. I've just like straight up been in a situation where I didn't eat anything and didn't drink anything other than water for 9 straight days.
Wow.
To see how it felt
When did you do it?
when I was 17.
How did it feel?
Kind of interesting. Like the first 3 days sucked, but then like when you get to the point where like you still urinate all the time, but then you like never poop.
Oh, you just ate drink water?
Only water for 9 days. No food, nothing other than water for 9 days.
Were you living with your parents at that time?
Yes. And I was working as a cook in a fast food restaurant.
Oh, and you didn't burn yourself? Wow. Impressive. When did you, what like caused you to stop?
On the 9th day, incredibly, the thing that I had cravings for, like the first day, is like ordinary foods. Like my parents would eat spaghetti or be cooking a burger for a customer. It would smell really good and I would want it. On the 9th day, my dad brought home some raw red cabbage. And I was like, oh my God. Red cabbage? Unbelievable. And then like, I couldn't wait.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got the experience, I guess.
Well, like, and then also, like, I would feel lightheaded, but then, like, so the first couple of days I felt really lightheaded. Like, why were you fasting? Just to see how it felt. Oh, for Lent? No, just to see how it felt.
Oh yeah.
He only drank water for 9 days. Not even
Oh,
like,
dude, I used to work in Vancouver, and I was so poor. Me and my friend, we basically, just had coffee for like a whole week, and he fucking collapsed the next day. Coffee lunch, coffee dinner, coffee breakfast. So I had to do a faculty lunch, and he would just come to me, and we just said, okay, let's have coffee for like a whole week. Fucking 7 days collapsed. So I drove him to the hospital.
that's brutal, dude.
Okay, that's tough. But yeah, water is ridiculous. It's even less nutritious than coffee.
Well, yeah, but it also is less likely to give you, like, anxiety and digestive issues because water isn't a diuretic.
Eric, you need to help me, man. This is really bothering me. I think the communication with our email is not working properly.
Oh, you think that, do you?
You're telling me that when the read and write pins don't light up, that you think that
No, they do light up sometimes, but then, yeah, they don't afterwards.
Unbelievable.
So how do you write it with links? Do you have to write a firmware with links, or you don't have to write a firmware with links?
Just let me do this first, then I will do that. Because we'll get it all done. It'll be great. Where the hell's the other block of the pipe that I just had?
Oh, you are recorded, bro. The world can see you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
I had to mute these because it's just annoying. Oh, I guess I can just show you guys the servo experiment. Oh wait, I commented it out because it was annoying.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna stop this for a second here.
go to the Empress.
There's the camera.
I was feeling the Empress one might have been unplugged.
Can you change power to true?
It is true.
Okay, can you change
Wait,
both the
for E
power
over M or servo?
for E over?
Power is not true, and you raise an excellent point. Give me 1 second.
I just want to make sure it's reading correctly.
Really?
Why don't you have that?
Pardon?
Oh, you just don't log in yet?
I'm just adding myself a scheduling time, so I could do it a slightly faster way, but I like making the people who work on the physical things wait. All right, let me register for this time slot. All right, power on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and manually turn that off because safety reasons first. Equipment safety, not human safety. Can you set both the dials to 0?
Yes.
Put it in there. Push harder, harder.
Something about hearing Wakas say push harder, harder really makes me uncomfortable. You're a dad now, man. Come on.
Not bad, bro. It's not my fault. As a kid in my life, I shit all the time.
Well, I would actually say it is a little bit your fault.
DMX had 16 kids from God knows how many women, 20 women probably.
That's not related to the situation at all. I mean, that's like I'm like saying, hey, Wakas, maybe you shouldn't take a shit openly on the blade. And you go, yeah, but Jerry Seinfeld used the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't care what he did. Ted Kaczynski also went to Berkeley for some period of time. Doesn't mean it's okay to make bombs.
Fine. Well, it's okay to make bombs. You know how to use them is a different story.
When did you live in Vancouver?
I was there in 2008.
Oh,
Before
cool.
he got kicked out by the Canadian government.
After I got kicked out, 2009.
Is it a good place to live?
Dude, the best place on this planet, actually, from San Francisco. If Vancouver was part of the US, I would live in Vancouver.
I'm really tempted to move to Vancouver when I'm older.
Yeah.
If I decide to not go to politics.
Well, it's a beautiful place.
So you want to go into
I-
politics?
Pardon?
You want to go into
I'm
politics?
thinking about it.
Do that, please. You need some smart people to make politics.
Thank you. That would be my reasoning for it. Is I'd probably like go be a PM somewhere for a couple of years and see if I can like.
Oh, I'm a Canadian citizen, by the way. So,
Very cool.
as an asset to Canada,
Oh.
I want to become the president of the US, but I have to change the law. So, that's the first thing I need to do.
Because if you become the president of the United States,
Okay.
hand to God. Sorry, whatever.
Can
Say
you
it.
Can you-
Say it.
can you slowly slide one of the dials in small increments? Doesn't matter which one.
This is the voltage one.
Nothing's happening.
Why not try the other one?
Try it.
Don't have to be powered.
They're not covered.
The values are updating, so I can say that for sure.
Oh, it works!
Try it. Keep doing it.
Keep going. Okay, this is the
Stop.
max.
Okay. Try the
But
other one,
you-
please.
Is the reason why it stops?
This one changing it doesn't do
like,
anything. Can I go back to the dial we just tested that worked?
Yeah.
So I set to 0. Tell me when it stops.
Go ahead and move the other dial and just see if it works at all.
Is this one stopping, moving at all right now?
No, I need these.
what do you
So I'm just trying to figure out the upper. This the movement?
do you think the strips a lot?
61 moves. I'm gonna set 62. Does that move?
Yeah.
Does that move?
Yeah. But isn't it going to stop at that?
So tell me. I think we're getting up on the edge.
That's a deliberate thing.
That's it. That's it. So that's the maximum, yeah. So
Yeah, okay, 65. Yeah, okay.
make that your max.
I have to go in at some point and add these as hard-coded maxes, so you can't push higher than this, but I can at least.
Because that will burn the motor to do. So I'll just do that. Yeah.
And but I will go in at some point and make it so there's also a max on the server end, which like prevents you from sending it to. But that's something I don't want to worry about. That's more of a pain in the ass. Yes, other one I can move it around.
The other one's not power right now.
Okay.
I think it's a wiring issue, not a motor issue.
So could you make it like max up there and write in that 65 and then keep it 0 up there? That's good. Perfect. Perfect. So just make max and then 0. And that one is for voltage, by the way.
The one that's just moving right now is voltage.
Is it voltage or is it amps? It's voltage, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that's voltage, yeah.
Well, actually.
Go ahead and move the other one now.
Nope.
Sorry, let me reload the page real quick.
Nope.
Nothing.
Do the other one.
Are you getting any change in there?
Go ahead and move voltage.
It's amperage now, but
Yeah.
move voltage.
Okay, cool. Move the other one. Okay, so it's a motor issue. That's cool.
Well, it's not even changing. Oh, it is.
It is.
It is. So now I'm just going to grab a fresh motor and we'll see if it's a motor issue or a wiring issue or a pinning issue. There's all kinds of possible things it could be.
Love that for us.
Oh, I see it. This is not powered. This is powered in the blue. This is powered in the bottom half. Oh, it's a different line.
Yeah.
So,
Incisive commentary from across the lead.
okay, you know, good at finding differences.
He's gonna be working.
Other one means we actually get a chair.
Try now.
Yeah. I realize how
One second,
shaved
one
the
second.
back of my head looks. Jesus.
What?
Sorry, what's up?
You doing what? Shaving your head?
No. Okay, well, moving it. We got a multimeter here?
Hmm.
I think it's a different issue because I'm moving the other one itself, not changing. Okay, this might be on my end.
Nope, this is an Arduino issue right now.
What's wrong with your Arduino?
Just, I don't know. I have to figure that out.
Just more freaking my. You can see that I'm not saying for them fasting. All right, it worked. Could you move again now, Eric? Billy?
I see.
I'm moving voltage or amperage is not moving.
And how about the voltage?
When we try to control multiple, I see.
It hurts. The Arduino gets annoyed.
The Arduino is current limited to control motors this large, which is what I thought might be an issue. So what we're going to do is
External power source?
no,
Lame.
because the signal draw is the issue. Because the current draw over one motor is not the problem; it's the signal current draw.
I'll pretend I know what that means.
The way that a stepper motor works is that you have, okay, this is not how a stepper motor works. The approximate way in which you should conceive of a servo motor working as it being, there's a 0 volt rail and a 5 volt rail, and then there's a signal rail, which is pulse width modified. If you send it to 100%, it turns all the way one way. If you turn it to
Your
0%,
Arduino is that's what's limited.
yeah, so the signal rail is where you draw all of your current because that's what's causing the turn. Everything else is just held as reference all the time.
Cool.
So I need to use 2 separate Arduinos instead of 1, which is 10 minutes worth of wiring work. But we have 2 Arduinos, so it doesn't matter. This is an easy problem to solve. It just takes 10 minutes.
Let's use 2 Arduinos. Is there not like an
So how are you going to control them with the same lab program?
There's this wonderful command built into Windows called Control-C. And if I highlight something and I hit Control-C, I can just paste the code again, and I can have them.
So you have to run 2 LabVIEW programs?
No,
Then?
no, I have one LabVIEW program running.
So then they'll be using
But
2
it
different
controls 2
fonts.
different Arduino things. The Arduino doesn't, the LabVIEW, I think the Arduino pulls from LabVIEw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but then how do you connect both of them to the computer? You have to use 2 USB ports.
Yes.
He does have more than one USB port.
What if you use the power supply to power them? The motors.
Because the problem is the signal rail.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the drivers do. They actually take the signal and then amplify that and then feed it to the motor.
He's also right about that.
So you're saying what I should do is I should write like a MOSFET or a JFET.
You don't have to write it. You just add the thing in there and the signal still comes in. That just
For the temporary
powers the
solution, I
high
agree
voltage.
with
This is the way that is right there. So I'll show you how this power is powered up here. Let me show you. So look at this. So the Arduino is going into the signal right here with plus and minus 5 volts. Then it's connected to 12 volts on the other side, and those 12 volts actually power the motor or amplify the signal.
Great. Do you have a header board for a servo on you right now?
Header board for servo? Oh, I think what Jeremy has it. I don't have it on there now. He was
Jeremy only ever worked with steppers, not servos.
No, that one works with servo and steppers.
Great. Do you have another one?
Oh,
Okay, let's just do that.
On this one.
Eric is always right in class. I've learned to accept that.
no.
Great. Do you have another one? No? Okay, then the thing that we can do right now is use this. Fortunately, this is pretty easy to solve.
Would it be safe to say if I give you these things, you should be able to get the LabVIEW program working and then I can repeat it at home as well?
Probably. If you give me those things.
Yeah, I can do that.
I need to.
You give him a raise. I'm just.
I give him a hug. That's all I can do, bro.
Something
Do we have?
say.
Can you let me into 5CL so I can grab a
You can
wire?
walk
Get it done. I don't think it's unlocked.
There's no solving out here. I thought there was one.
You want this one? Yeah, this one.
It's circumcised a little too aggressively.
Aggressive circumcision.
Okay.
Are you not tempted to leave you guys here by yourself?
What? You should never do that. That's irresponsible.
I'm tempted for you to leave us alone here too.
Oh yeah, because you have to study hard like last time.
So I can go grab dinner and I can come back here and Eric will still be here so I can get my stuff here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I am okay with that. Don't tell anybody that happened.
What? I would never text anybody like Matt McColgan and tell him to come hang out.
I'll give up Matt. Don't tell me. Oh Matt! Oh fuck Matt! Yeah man, tell him to come and do the good stuff too.
What the?
Do you remember when you
Do you
were
know
at
Matt?
home?
Oh yeah, Matt. You know Matt?
I don't-
When you were at home studying hard and the rest of us
That
were in the
day.
lab and I had my friend Matt.
Matt.
I was
He was
studying.
in the class where I met with Costa.
Nice.
One second, I gotta think.
Well, Eric, you're gonna be here for a little bit longer, yeah?
I'm gonna be here all
Okay, well, I'm gonna go run and grab food. I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
Great.
Can I leave my shit here?
Yeah, okay.
Can I leave my shit here today?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Go even.
That was smart, and I brought my own snacks, motherfuckers.
Wow. COVID safety. I'm getting on a plane soon. Go enjoy breaking your fast with us. Eric, I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
I'll have all the wiring set up by the time you get back.
Don't fuck around on my computer.
So let
Don't
me.
let Lacoste fuck around on my computer.
Hey, I'm gonna go snoop through all the videos in your homework folder, man. I'm gonna go.
Hey, it's called my B courses folder. Thank you, man.
Right. And just wherever your mom would look.
Let me show you what this is doing. Okay? Don't you give the computer here or no?
Yeah, just leave it. I'm just gonna start up stuff.
Okay, because I'm gonna have battery on this guy. That's all. So look at this. 5 volts. I'll tell you how this is connected. Well, you have the YouTube video as well, so it has that link to the essentially. Ground and VDD goes to ground and 5 volts. Then A1, A1B goes to inside of the 2 motors. Oh,
On the window, to be goofy. I should have walking.
oh. And then 2A and 2B connect to the other two, coils. And on this guy, you short the sleep and reset. And then one goes to distance, and one goes to step. Direction and step. And this is good ground, and this you plug in, and this is JP connected in here and powered up. So this gets super hot, so don't put it on too hot. It comes the same, you don't have a same. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. So we can have the links code for this down in transaction.
I probably can, we'll see.
Okay. So I am going to go and I'll come back like around 9ish.
Great. I'll just be here doing homework.
Do this, man. Get this to work.
I mean, if you're gonna come back at 9, I have an hour and a half. This is gonna take me 20 minutes.
Okay. So that's a big unit 20 minutes.
I hope.
I sent you the link so you can just download the live program and run it on your computer to see. Let's go see if the Arduino is working or not. I think the Arduino is messed up. The problem between the Lavi is between the Lavi and Arduino. I want to try this with like putting a PWM like from the signal generator. So that's when you can run it and see if it works or not. Do you see what I'm saying? So if this system works, then Arduino and Lavi is an issue. That's what I want to figure out.
Okay.
That's all. Okay. So I guess I will be back in an hour. Not in an hour and a half. Okay?
Actually, I have a question. Because I've never known a Muslim who's had a small child before. Do you feed Nyla during the day because she's so young? I assume that she's still breastfeeding.
Yes, she is breastfeeding.
So she's fine.
For fasting?
Yeah,
For fasting only happens when you're adult. So it's only obligated to you after your puberty. In Islam,
so it would be like an entrance into adulthood. I assume that Islam, it's like 13 or 14 would be the age where you would.
whenever you have your period or you have a ejaculation.
13 or 14.
Some people get it very early, some early, who knows?
Interesting.
I mean, I've known girls that had kids when they were like 10. They had children when they were 10. So, like in Detroit.
That's interesting.
So
So you wouldn't start. So a woman wouldn't fast for Ramadan until she starts wearing hijab.
no. Hijab is also
It's also a choice when you are an adolescent.
exactly. And it's not like an order that you have to do it, but it is prescribed that you should do it.
Right.
So that's why a bunch of women don't do that. That's fine. But the idea is that a woman on period does not fast or does not pray, and a breastfeeding woman has a choice if she wants to fast or not fast as well. So Islam is hella flexible when it comes to women. When it comes to men, there's a big dick up men's ass that you have to do it, you don't have a choice. As many choices as women do.
Right. And I would assume, I mean, actually, this is kind of a personal question, so maybe I'm honest, but like, if your wife's breastfeeding your daughter,
If she's not fasting.
she's not fast. I mean, I don't think that you. If I were in that situation, I would not be fasting because.
She gained a bunch of weight, She's an Arab woman, Arab chicks gain a ton of weight from their pregnant. And now she wants to lose that weight, but then she's breastfeeding as well. And I told her, look, don't worry about the weight. You can push off the weight whenever you want down the road.
But the health of the baby and health of the mother.
Exactly.
But the health of I mean, like, that's how it goes. Like, you do whatever it takes for the mom and the baby to grow.
Exactly, because this kid is sucking the milk like freaking every 2 hours, and if you stop eating because you want to fucking lose weight, you're gonna fuck shit up big time.
That's a good way to get, postpartum depression. No, not kidding. Like, stress yourself out and be putting yourself in a really bad situation.
Exactly. So I'm very supportive in that regard. I want her to be happy and just do the right thing. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure that God understands.
God doesn't care about these things. God has other issues to deal with. These things, I don't think God cares if you fast from here or not, or if you're a little bigger or not. God, it's funny how Islam is, right? People make it so radical, but in Islam, as long as you believe that there is one God, you'll go to heaven.
I mean,
that's the bottom line.
I mean, I've only ever known American Muslims. So it's always interesting to me when people are so afraid of Islam. I'm like, every Muslim I've ever known
is chill.
Is like a regular guy but doesn't drink. You know what I mean? Like
that's an unlimited thing.
It's like, oh man, I can't have a cocktail. Like, this is one of the most insane things I've ever heard. Was like, George Floyd was they were like saying that he was on drugs or whatever. And they're like, I'm supposed to believe that a devout Muslim who doesn't drink and doesn't smoke. But he was Muslim? It wasn't George Floyd, but there was another case where the guy, and was like, I'm supposed to believe that a guy who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke,
was on heroin,
and prays 5 times a day was on heroin.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Exactly. That's what happened to my as well. Like, this is about hijackers were partying like a day before, that happened. I was like, well, if I know I'm going to fly a plane into a building and I'm dying for jihad,
I'm going to be praying a lot.
Exactly. Last thing I'll be doing is fucking around in a nightclub, getting drunk. Like, seriously.
Don't break your fast. See your wife. Kiss your baby.
No, she's home in Emeryville. I'm going to go to break my fast with the dad in Berkeley.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then go break your fast. Come back. I'll see you in an hour.
All right.
No rush for me.
See if you can hook this up, man. This is really pissing me off. I spent 2 days on this shit, and I have time to spend on stupid 2 days on this thing that should technically work on this stupid YouTube video.
This is how I felt last spring when I was trying to get stepper motors to work.
Yeah. But I have a code now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I had code too. I had a stepper motor in my apartment. I was working on it too.
So why did it not work?
Because I'm too stupid.
What? Come on, no.
I'm just so dumb.
Okay, if you could move this servo motor, at least this stupid connection with the Arduino, that would be the best thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's something to do with the firmware, because then I'm using links to do some other shit, and that shit fucked up. Alright, I'll be back.
Alright, peace.
Don't tell anybody you didn't go here, okay?
Oh.
Okay, bye.
You outside, Billy? Great, I'll be right back.
That's what we're on.
I'm working on vertical stuff because I need to laser cut something before I leave tonight, so.
There's a valid point.
Like, if I don't have access to the recording studio once and I need to build a stupid thing, I need to build a stupid thing.
What class is it for?
111B, which is the like capstone experimentation lab.
Do all physics students have to do it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So essentially, the way that that class works,
Concept is stuff here. Oh, he's gonna come back at 9.
the way that the class works really sucks. You, I'm going to trace this thing.
Send it to Kevin there, Brian. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. You mind if I take a call in here?
I don't care.
Okay. Political computer science meeting. I am in Berkeley. I am. Yeah. For the sake of me not getting kicked out, I'm gonna keep out the DL, but yeah, I'm in person doing some work. He was asking what building I was in. Here. Oh, I appreciate that, but too many future politicians here can never.
One time, a guy snuck into a building on his college campus to do work. Can you imagine a guy doing work on a college campus in a building? He was wearing a mask and being responsible. It was an education project to help people learn science, that bastard.
every state in the US, if you're 16 plus, you get vaccinated. Oh yeah, I started a week ago today. Yeah, that's somebody else I got vaccinated 2 months ago. Oh, Eric, were you on the Glade on 420?
No.
It's a fun time. It was probably a very bad idea.
I just don't like weed. So like,
Really?
yeah,
That's so interesting.
I have other vices. Essentially, any vice that you can associate with luxury is a vice that I have, but no one ever heard of luxurious weed.
No.
That'll exist in the next 10 years where people go, oh, this is the very most refined strain of but that doesn't exist like it exists for wine.
Sure. That's fair. I went and I got Glade on my mind. In hindsight, going to the Glade on 420 was probably a bad idea for COVID reasons, but.
Did you see the email we got a couple hours ago?
No, what is that?
These student gatherings, they're you whippersnappers. It was from the division of it was from the dean for academic affairs. Being like, oh, you bad.
What was the name?
I got the email like 10 minutes ago. I don't remember the person's name.
Spring COVID-19 views and don'ts.
Yeah. Read the email. It goes like, these unauthorized student gatherings.
First on 92 again. Oh, yeah, I like that. Just now. Do you think there's a chance that I'm going to get flagged and kicked out of Berkeley?
No. No.
Because they say student conduct. How much do they actually enforce that stuff?
Could you imagine the absolute bitch fit that would be thrown if they tried to kick a student out of Berkeley for smoking weed?
They would say because of the coronavirus.
Like, let me put it this way. If they try and kick you out of Berkeley because you smoked weed in the Glade, and you've written documentation that your last dosage of the vaccine was a week or more before 420, and they try and kick you out, all that they're doing, if they try to enforce any academic or student conduct penalty, is opening themselves to an enormous lawsuit. Right? Just your parents are able to hire a lawyer. The lawyer says, "What? You did what? You kicked a student out for what? Are you high?"
I also I guess I can't really react much, but and that is, I'm a big fan of it too, you know. Takes a lot of space, but it's definitely worth it.
Oh, we should close the door.
And doubly vaccinated, just to be extra careful, you know.
Again, can you imagine them enforcing some shit? No, you can't. They never would. There's no way.
You're absolutely right. And I was living with 6 people.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. I'm Eric. Have you met me, motherfucker? Let's go. Just do the fucking thing, you piece of shit.
So you didn't get high at 420 though?
I've only been high twice in my life.
Damn shame.
Why?
I really don't like drinking. Like, the depressant always hits more than the cigarette for me.
Well, yeah, but I don't drink to get drunk.
That's actually a really good point. Do you stay? I'm not that. I was gonna try the conversation with you. I can't do that well.
Does this look like the home bar of someone who's drinking to get drunk?
No, it does not.
It does not look like the home bar of someone who's drinking to get drunk, does it?
It does not.
No.
I love your artsy ass Instagram story photos of your drinks.
Thanks.
They're pretty good.
Follow at Dreeks.
Alright,
DRIJKES.
I'll have to ask you about that.
Hey, we're in a meeting. It's all good.
Brendan, I don't mean to reject the premise of your question, but I don't think there is any world in which the police are perfect tomorrow. And even if they are, it's the court systems and I mean, a bunch of stuff, but part of it is like the court systems that surround the police that, as you mentioned, allow people to go free more disproportionately relative to more they should. So I don't know if there would ever be a world in which, boom, everybody trusts the police tomorrow, in part because you have change that would go along with that we call it the change in trust. So barring some sort of like 9/11 event, I don't think you're going to get a lot of people trusting the police rapidly in vacuum. Okay. There.
Mm-hmm.
At night, you want to do some more work on the project?
I just want to finish this laser cutting thing, so I have to finish drawing this shit. So what I'm doing is I'm making a jig so that way I can have my two detectors sit on a board and I have an L-shaped thing and I can put the board into that thing and it'll sit there holding the muon detectors at whatever angle I want.
Nice.
So now I just need to find the USB stick I snatched earlier and pick a piece of laser cutting material I want to use. Okay. Well, which one of these do we have? The type of laser cutter are you? Opaque laser cutter of mystery. Maybe you sail. Where do you keep your secrets, Mr. Laser Cutter? You don't tell me what kind of laser cutter you are anywhere on a laser cutter, but you have specific drivers? Or you fucking think like there's just no model number in an obvious place?
Wait, you're trying to figure out the drivers to use this laser cutter?
Yeah, because I can't log into this because I don't know the admin password. And this computer isn't connected to the internet, so. You'd think that it would be somewhere obvious, right? Yeah.
We thought of looking at the universal laser systems, right?
I think they're all going to be big blue boxes, so I'm going to have to figure out which.
Well, how do you know they need multiple ones?
You know what? I can just install drivers for all of them. And then it'll detect which one it is. I hope.
That too.
Let's pretend I have a whole library of laser cutters.
This guy just said, there's always one part of America that wants to work backwards, wants to move backwards.
I wrote an essay yesterday that had the premise. The question was like, how did Americans socially confront the newfound diversity of America in 1900?
Yeah.
And
You said they were racist?
no, I said like they didn't confront newfound diversity. The diversity always existed, and the patterns of confrontation